Hey guys, welcome back to The Sports Entertainer. In this episode, we look at all the breaking wrestling news and rumors you definitely don't want to miss, with some of our top stories of the day being The Rock suffering injury ahead of major WrestleMania 40 match, a top star confirmed signing a new contract with WWE, a major names unhappy with The Rock's return, and so much more. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel with notifications on so you never miss out on an episode. The Rock suffering injury ahead of major WrestleMania 40 match. Now the hype and anticipation is definitely beginning to ramp up big time as we inch closer and closer to the showcase of the Immortals, WrestleMania 40. And we're literally just days away now from WrestleMania Night 1 on Saturday, April 6th, which is the date that matters when it comes to the Great One. The Rock, Roman Reigns and The Rock are set to face off against Cody Rhodes and Seth Rollins in a marquee match that has massive implications involved when it comes to WrestleMania Night 2's Undisputed Championship match between Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes. Because if Reigns and Rock win the tag team match, that means Cody Rhodes' undisputed title bout with Reigns will become a Bloodline Rules match, which obviously would put Rhodes at a massive disadvantage. But if Cody and Rollins win the match, then the Bloodline will essentially be forbidden or banned from interfering in Cody's title match with the Tribal Chief. So it's a match of serious importance for the American Nightmare, no doubt. Now, The Rock has been doing some fantastic work in WWE over the past several weeks as a heel, most recently viciously laying out Cody Rhodes on Monday Night Raw last week. And fans are certainly very excited to see Dwayne back in action come WrestleMania. But some within the wrestling world are actually a bit worried for The Rock here going into this tag team match and feel as though there's actually a chance that The Rock injures himself come WrestleMania Night 1. And one such individual who believes The Rock could injure himself at WrestleMania 40 is former wrestling star Stevie Richards, who expressed his concerns on his podcast recently about The Rock heading into Mania, specifically following Dwayne's attack on Cody Rhodes last week on Raw. Quote, "I am actually worried about Rocky going into WrestleMania and wrestling even a tag match. A full match that if it goes 10, 15, 20 minutes, just from the limited physicality that I saw, it wasn't him. He constantly rammed Cody into things because when he did throw a punch, it looked like crap. He's so muscular and so big right now. I think this is the first match Rocky is having with that much at this age. He wrestled Cena, but he tore his groin from having so much muscle on his bones, on his body. I just feel like it's going to be a short match. Reigns, whoever his partner is going to have to carry a lot of the load. And whatever Rocky does do, he can't train properly in the ring to get the timing, the flow, the movement of his body back. He's over. They're going to go nuts for whatever he does. But I think he's going to come out of this match with an injury, and that's why they don't have him working both nights. I think he assumes I'm going to be in pretty rough shape, even if I'm not hurt. I can't come back the very next night and wrestle at a high level 2 nights in a row, and that's understandable. Now we hope The Rock doesn't actually get injured at WrestleMania 40 during his tag team match alongside Roman Reigns against Cody and Seth. But honestly, Stevie Richards brings up some pretty valid points, not to mention that The Rock will be very rusty in ring-wise for this match, as The Rock hasn't wrestled at all leading up to WrestleMania to kind of get back into the swing of things. Obviously, The Rock has been training a lot behind the scenes off camera, but there's certainly a very big difference training versus actually getting in the ring live on television and working a match that could go on for some time. All we can hope is that The Rock doesn't injure himself at WrestleMania 40 and isn't too rusty between the ropes, because while WrestleMania 40 is important, no doubt the clash between Roman Reigns and The Rock would be planned to take place down the road, perhaps even at SummerSlam 2024. So The Rock injuring himself and being sidelined for any length of time could derail WWE's plans. The Rock's definitely in fantastic shape appearance-wise, but it does remain to be seen what kind of wrestling shape The Rock is in and how he'll be able to perform in the ring. But we'll hope for the best. Next up, a major name's unhappy with The Rock's return. Now, speaking of the Great One, while a lot of wrestling fans are ecstatic to have a massive star like The Rock back in WWE on a fairly regular basis, because we can definitely say that The Rock has been very active in WWE leading up to WrestleMania 40. No doubt Rock's return could have potentially rubbed some superstars or WWE executives the wrong way behind the scenes, because not only is The Rock involved in the biggest storyline in WWE right now and is going to be featured in an absolutely massive WrestleMania 40 match, But the reality is that The Rock is also now a high-ranking executive in the company as a member of the board of directors of TKO, so 2024 has been all Rock thus far in WWE, which again could possibly piss off some WWE talent backstage. And recently on the Behind the Turnbuckle podcast, Jonathan Coachman essentially surmised that The Rock's return could have grinded a few gears backstage. Quote, "Tommy, you don't think it grinds a few gears backstage to have The Rock come back, make a $30 million payday, and call himself the final boss, and be on the board of directors of TKO and calling his own shots? I'm sure there's a major level guy there that is not happy about the whole situation, and it starts with the letter H." Now, obviously, good old Jonathan Coachman is referring to Triple H, the current head of creative for WWE, as the guy who could potentially be upset with this whole Rock situation in WWE right now. And on screen, there's definitely a lot of tension between Rocky and Hunter. And honestly, guys, we wouldn't be at all surprised if Triple H isn't exactly pleased with how much The Rock has gotten involved with WWE lately. Not only when it comes to the on-screen stuff, but backstage as well, as The Rock has been put in a very powerful position behind the scenes out of nowhere, really. And that probably wouldn't sit that well with Triple H, so Coachman may be onto something there when he expressed his thoughts that Triple H isn't exactly happy with The Rock situation in WWE. Next up, a top star confirms signing new WWE contract. Now, there had been some reports several months ago regarding the American Nightmare Cody Rhodes signing a new contract or deal with WWE. And the man himself, Cody Rhodes, recently confirmed the speculation of a new WWE contract during a recent interview with Justin Walker, with Cody revealing, quote, "I can tell you 40 is out of the question just because, not to give you scoop, it was widely reported, but I did sign a new contract with WWE. It extends beyond my 40th birthday. The plan is still, when it's time to step out without it being a painful process. Solely because I saw my dad, Dusty Rhodes, as an old man wrestler, and he loved it and enjoyed it. But as his son, it was hard to see. My daughter is 2 going on 3. There does have to be a time, just like he was with us, where I have to be home all the time and be there with her. It's not 40 anymore. I'll update the number. I hit the prime run late in the game. I often forget that I'm nearing 40. Now, it's great news that Cody Rhodes has in fact signed a new deal with WWE, and considering he's 38 years old currently, obviously his new deal or contract extension was for, at the very least, 2 or 3 years. And considering WWE have been building the company around Cody Rhodes being the top babyface in the company, no doubt WWE would want to secure Cody for at least a few more years before really going all in on his push. And now that the new deal's been signed, there's obviously a solid chance that WWE finally pull the trigger and give Rhodes the Undisputed title victory at WrestleMania 40, and officially kickstart the Cody Rhodes era in WWE. Well guys, that's it for today's major wrestling news. Make sure you leave a like and comment, and also make sure you subscribe to the channel with notifications turned on so you'll never miss out on an episode. Finally, if you haven't already, give us a follow on Twitter at TSE Wrestling, and we will see you guys in the next video.